Hi, Nick here with MedTech World, here with Tom Busby with Outcome Capital, an investment banker. Haven't met one of you before. You're here to advise people where to get money, how to fund, and basically take them along the way, right? To value realization, asset creation.
Absolutely, Nick. It's my pride to be here and to be around all these wonderfully innovative companies. Outcome Capital, we are totally committed to the life sciences and medical device industries. So we facilitate growth equity financings and merger and acquisition advisory transactions. We only work with life sciences companies. Myself, I'm trained as an MBA, but the vast majority of my colleagues are PhDs, MDs, and master's level scientists. We take real pride and pleasure in helping these companies raise capital, find strategic acquirers, and get their technologies to the patients, which is really the hope and dream and goal here.
Finding strategic acquirers, so basically you can help to put them in touch with the people who might have the finance as well? You might just advise them along the way?
That's exactly what we do, actually. We find that many medical device companies can easily deviate from really what the market needs, where you should be talking to investors and strategics constantly and continually to understand what is it that they're seeking. This is where as well, understanding when you go to commercialize your new device, are there partners out there who might be best fit to help you commercialize, who can help advise you, instead of just going at it alone? We view both investments and merger and acquisitions as working hand in hand towards helping technologies get closer to the patient.
You said that these people are doctors. Some of them have other specialisms, but they don't necessarily know how to finance. They don't necessarily how to go to market. They don't necessarily know how to create the roadmap to get there or to make the relationships, and that's why they need to bring on partners like you.
That's where having a fantastic banker and advisor is going to help management teams really understand the language that investors and strategics speak in. Oftentimes we act as almost a truth serum to many companies where they'll say, oh, I've spoken to this investor and that strategic and they're very interested and I'm about to get a term sheet here. And then you engage with a banker and advisor who goes in and they find out actually that strategic has no intent to acquire your business. And that investor has no intent to invest in the business. And so we assist companies also in listening to the market and understanding really where the opportunities are. It's not uncommon for us either to reposition companies within the marketplace as well. We see that oftentimes in monitoring and diagnostics technologies where you really need to be careful about what patient population you're going after, and suggesting to many therapeutic medical device companies to target what we call white space market areas where you see very low competition and a real high unmet need clinically.
Brilliant. You yourself, your background, how did you get into this space, Tom?
Absolutely. I have one of the more atypical backgrounds for what I do. So while the majority of my colleagues are trained technically, I have an MBA, I'm trained as an MBA. I actually spent the first half of my career in the nonprofit area. I'm a mission-driven person. I believe that the world's greatest travesty would be if the next great thinker didn't realize their potential only because they didn't have access to good education. After doing that for about a decade, my father fell ill. I was by his side for 6 months in a hospital. He's since recovered. But it was in that time that my mission recalibrated to the greatest travesty would be if a life-saving technology or therapy never gets to a patient only because of poor business, strategic, and fundraising reasons. And that's really where we want to pick up the baton to make sure that all of humanity is going to benefit from great technologies and they don't fall by the wayside only because of poor strategic planning.
And every conference you attend, every day, every person you meet is potential to find that life-saving technology. You've made your way to Malta to our event. It's day one, really. How's it going so far for you, and what do you hope to achieve?
So it's been absolutely wonderful to be here. We have a wonderful blend of American, European, and Pan-Asian, also Middle Eastern investors and strategics. Hats off to MedTech Malta for pulling this together. It's very rare to have these sorts of candid conversations. I think that a lot of us are able to have. And what's most wonderful is to highlight the vibrancy in our industry and how much promising opportunities we really have.
I really hope you have a good outcome with Outcome Capital. Tom, thanks for being with me. Nicholas signing off from MedTech World.